Hi, this is Kate Kellison, Recruiter on the Go. I'm here at Bing headquarters in Bellevue at the Bravern Tower. I'm going to be interviewing Anubha Mahajan, and she is a staffing consultant here on the Bing team. And so I'm introducing her now.
Hi everyone, this is Anubha.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. One of the goals is to have recruiters relate to each other more humanistically because we're so busy trying to find candidates and serving the business. So, so tell me about how you got into recruiting.
Wow. Honestly, when I first started working, this was not my first choice. I did my MBA in HR and I thought I'm going to be going all these grand organization development, big word stuff. And my first job was with PricewaterhouseCoopers as an HR consultant.
Oh, wow.
And the first year they made us go through all, we had to do work and compensation and all restructuring and all of the fancy stuff. And one of them was recruiting. So it wasn't by choice. It was like, you got to do a 3-month assignment. All right, I will. And when I did it, I was like, this is not bad. And then it got to a point where it's actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
And, I would like to shake this up a little bit. And it was that point I realized that I want to stay in HR, but the function in HR that I want to belong to is recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was just exciting, this sounds like a big thing, right? But it was just exciting that I was somehow instrumental in making people's dreams come true. So I was like, I like that.
Is that something that you wanted to do as a child?
I wanted to be a doctor. So I
Oh,
guess
really?
I need to make a difference. I'm a self-improvement junkie, so I do all these seminars and try to find out stuff about myself. And one of the things that I realized is that I have a strong need for nurturing. Very strong.
Yeah.
And I know most people think of nurturing and they think taking care of family and stuff. It's not that. So maybe that's one of the things. I wanted to be a doctor because I take care of people. And oddly enough, recruiting,
About that.
my best part of this job is when you complete the offer, people come on board and then they give you a call and send you an email saying, thank you, I've always wanted to work for Microsoft. Microsoft right now, but
Yeah. It's rewarding. Yeah, it's rewarding.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
That,
So, during your career, and how long you been doing it again? How long you been doing recruiting?
my God, that's probably going to tell people how old I am.
I'm sure I'm older than you.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've been doing this since 97.
Okay.
With a couple of years break.
Okay. Because you have a child and a mom. You're a mom and a wife. So
I have a 7-year-old.
So how do you find the balance? Work-life balance. I mean, I know our reputation in Microsoft is like we don't have work-life balance, but
Well, so there are two things to it. The company itself, and I could be just biased because I love working here, but the company itself it has set everything up for a perfect work-life balance. Nobody nickels and dimes me on my time. I don't have to tell 20 people if I'm going to leave alone. I don't have to make excuses.
Yeah.
I don't owe explanations.
Yeah.
They understand a reason that why I work is because I have a family.
Yep.
So
And it's flexible.
very flexible.
You've gotten much more flexible.
Yeah, and if there are times when I feel that I don't have that work-life balance, I don't think it's because the company demands it.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the pressures that I put on myself and
Yeah.
my needs. I love doing this,
Yeah.
so you'll find me doing this at all kinds of times.
Yep. And I don't want to take up a lot of her time. That's why I'm kind of guiding her in questions. So, what is the most important lesson you had during your career? Not just here at Microsoft, but as a recruiter.
Every time I have interviewed, honestly, I did not have a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the recruiter interview. I just thought that a lot of it was just get you through the gate, shepherd you in, lock the gate, and off you go. And after my interviews, I would always I wish the recruiter had told me about this and that. And that's what I have used. Personally, when I have candidates, I don't interview. My 30 minutes, 45 minutes with them, I don't interview them.
Right.
I just pretty much launch them and I tell them stuff that I wish someone had told me.
Okay. So that would be a good something to tell to other fellow recruiters.
Yes, I mean, I want them to be successful. We want to make this hire,
Yeah.
right? We want them to have a good experience. So my big focus is I don't care what the result is. I want all of us on the loop to give them a really good experience. And it starts with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
so in, you know, to capture everything and kind of summarize everything, if there was up-and-coming recruiters, you know, there's some really great people out there that I've met, and I'm sure you've met through social networking or events and stuff. What would you recommend on how to approach recruiting as a career choice?
Do it like you do everything else in your life that's important to you, right? These are people that you're dealing with, whether it's the client or it's the candidate or it's just your peer network. These are people, so be sensitive to their needs. Be careful about how you have your messages, and there are a lot of tough messages, but be careful how you. These are people. So my biggest thing is that I get a little upset when I see sometimes in the recruiting world, and not just for recruiters but for managers. People tend to make this a very mechanical process.
Yes.
Like, no, there are reasons why a candidate asks for something. Or,
Yes.
So be sensitive to that. Just take it like, I mean, I take care of stuff in my personal life. I give benefits of doubt, and I go the extra mile. Do the same thing here. It doesn't cost anything.
Well, Anubha, I really appreciate your time.
Sure.
You know, the few seconds that we have left, do you want to give a, if we can contact you in any way?
Sure.
Or, well, what's the best way to contact you?
Email, honestly.
Could you want to spell it out?
Sure. anubham@microsoft.com.
Well, again, Anubha, I really appreciate it.
Sure.
Well, guys, that's my first initial interview of Recruiters on the Go and spotlighting them. It's an honor working with Anubha, and it's really true. You need to really partner with each other and communicate and respect each other. So until then, have a great day, and thanks for your time.